Every Gurudwara Sahib has a Nishan Sahib or the flag of the Sikhs, and the cloth on the Nishan Sahib or the Vastra has to be changed. It starts with the invocation ceremony or the Ardas, which is kind of a seeking permission to change the chola or the Vastra, and this one is at Gurudwara Nanak Piao Sahib, a small little ceremony. Usually, a person initiates this work out of his own voluntarily free will, and he comes and he does seva or of the cloth that has to be changed, and this is the sevadar who is responsible for procurement and installation of this new cloth and the removal of the old cloth. It's in a small little dolly that is through a system of ropes and pulleys is done, and you can see again this view of how high this person is, a perspective of how of a daredevilry act this is. And this all starts with him inspecting his dolly, sitting on it, and two people with muscles who use all their force to make sure he goes up, and there are some signals for up, down, and pause, which this person is communicating with each other so that the person is feeling safe. You see, he's just started unwrapping the cloth as he goes up. He has to manage multiple communication, unwrapping, and make sure he is in a safe position, because there's no such safety harness. It's done based on trust of the two people who's pulling him and his own stability as he goes up. A lot of hard work is required in operating these pulleys, which have a rest time, so it's only moving in one direction. It won't come in the other direction, so the direction has to be changed manually. And you can see people consider this as a very holy moment, as this cloth of the Nishan Sahib is changed. And you can see this is a zoomed in photograph or video of him as he goes up and he unwraps the old cloth of the Nishan Sahib. You see the color choice is usually kesari, but traditionally there are a lot of variations. It's now a little orangish, but traditionally it's kesari, which is the prescribed color for the Nishan Sahib. We also see a lot of Gurudwara Sahibs with the blue Nishan Sahib, which is of the Nihangs, but right now the current standard has been of this kesari color Nishan Sahib. He's just reached the top. You can see near the khanda, and the flag portion of this whole arrangement, which has a khanda marked on it, is this at this point being unwrapped, and this will be changed with the new cloth and the flag which the sevadar has carried with him right to the top. So there will be a changing of the old one with the new one, which will start with the tie done at the top. Now this is a view from below to give you a perspective of how high this person is on this mast of this Nishan Sahib, the pole of this Nishan Sahib. And you can again see in perspective how high this is as he's coming down. And Nishan Sahib plays a key role, as it is a marker from a distance of where the Gurudwara is situated. It's a marker of a place where people will be given, at a time when Sikhism was in its peak, people will be given justice, people will be given food, people will be given arrangements of protection. So Nishan Sahib was a proclamation of these values on which the religion has been created. Again, you can see a perspective of how high he is, as high as the Gurudwara dome, and he's slowly wrapping the pole back again with the cloth that he carried with him right to the top. You can see he's slowly coming down, and in this shot you can see him in perspective with this dome at the back. This dome is of the Sikh Gurudwara Nanak Piao Sahib, one of the side domes, which is covered in gold. And as he comes down, a kind of daredevilry act, he keeps wrapping the Nishan Sahib pole back with the cloth that he's carried with him. And you can see him going down slowly, one covering at a time. Looks easy, pretty difficult job to do. Pretty difficult, I must say. And at this moment, he's about to reach the base. You can see the Gurudwara, the background. He's come down and he'll make the final rotations around the Nishan Sahib pole, and you can see him wrapping the final part of the cloth, while the other people who were earlier using the pulley system hold his dolly so that it can be finally taken down. The cloth which was taken off is given to people as a relic of the Nishan Sahib, which is a symbol of pride, symbol of protection, symbol of Sikh sovereignty, and it is culminated by an ardas. This is the daredevil Sevadar who sat on the dolly and took the height, and this is the final process where relics are given to the people who contributed to the seva, and he also gave one to me for photography. So this was the changing of the cloth at Gurudwara Nanak Piao Sahib. Thank you for watching.